Welcome back, seafood lovers and culinary enthusiasts, to our series on all things seafood. Today we're casting our net into the chilly waters of freezing seafood. Proper storage is a catch you can't afford to miss. It's crucial for maintaining the quality and freshness of our favorite oceanic delights. For more tips and tricks on seafood handling, our playlist is brimming with knowledge. Stay tuned as we dive deeper into the world of seafood preservation. Don't forget to subscribe, share and comment. So, the burning question, can you freeze seafood to extend its shelf life? Yes, you can. But before we dive into the depths of this topic, let's first understand the concept of freezing as a preservation method. When we freeze food, we essentially slow down the movement of molecules, causing microbes that cause food spoilage to enter a dormant state. This significantly extends the shelf life of the food. Now let's talk seafood, from the succulent shrimp to the hearty haddock. Most seafood can indeed be frozen. Freezing not only extends the shelf life of these underwater delicacies, but also allows us to enjoy them off-season. Imagine being able to savor a mouth-watering lobster bisque in the middle of winter, long after the lobster season has ended. That's the magic of freezing. But here's the catch. While freezing seafood can help keep it fresh for longer, it does not come without its challenges. The quality of the seafood may degrade if not properly frozen and thawed. This is because seafood, especially fish, has a delicate texture and high water content. When frozen, the water inside the seafood forms ice crystals that can rupture cell walls. This can make the seafood lose its texture and become mushy upon thawing. Furthermore, improper freezing can lead to freezer burn, a common condition where the seafood dries out and develops a leathery texture. Not to mention, if the seafood is not packaged properly before freezing, it can absorb odors from other foods in the freezer, compromising its taste. So while freezing can be a savior for preserving your favorite seafood, it requires careful attention to maintain the quality. It's not just about throwing the seafood into the freezer, it's about understanding the science behind freezing and using the right techniques to ensure that when you're ready to cook, your seafood is as fresh and flavorful as the day it was caught. Yes, freezing seafood is a go-to method for many, but it requires careful attention to maintain quality. Now that we know seafood can be frozen, let's explore why you might want to do this. A primary reason for freezing seafood is to extend its shelf life. Fresh seafood, while delectably delightful, doesn't stay fresh for long. In fact, it starts to deteriorate almost as soon as it's out of the water. Freezing slows down the process of spoilage by halting the growth of microorganisms that cause food to go bad. This means your seafood stays fresh for months, rather than just a few days. But it's not just about longevity. Freezing also preserves the flavor of your seafood. When correctly done, freezing ensures that your seafood retains its taste, allowing you to enjoy the authentic flavors of the sea, whether you're preparing a midweek dinner or a lavish seafood feast. Then there's the nutritional value. Seafood is a powerhouse of essential nutrients, including omega-3 fatty acids, proteins, vitamins, and minerals. Freezing helps to lock in these nutrients, making sure you get the maximum health benefits each time you tuck into your favorite seafood dish. Freezing seafood also provides a solution to a modern-day conundrum: meal planning. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, planning meals can often be a daunting task. Frozen seafood offers a quick and easy option that can be cooked straight from the freezer, helping you put together nutritious meals in no time. What's more, freezing gives you the flexibility to buy seafood in bulk when it's in season and at its peak in terms of taste and nutrient content. This not only allows for cost savings, but also ensures you have high-quality seafood on hand, ready to be used whenever the craving strikes. So, whether it's the succulent shrimp, the flaky salmon, or the humble cod, freezing helps you make the most of your seafood in terms of taste, nutrition, and convenience. It's a practical solution that accommodates our busy lifestyles while ensuring we don't compromise on the quality of our food. Freezing seafood provides convenience and preserves your seafood's quality, flavor, and nutritional value. Knowing how to properly freeze your seafood is crucial to maintain its quality. So, let's dive into the process step by step. The first thing you need to do is prepare your seafood for freezing. This could mean cleaning, descaling, or shelling depending on the type of seafood you have. It's important to get your seafood ready for the freezer as soon as you can after purchase, to keep it as fresh as possible. Next, you'll want to pat your seafood dry. This is a crucial step that a lot of people miss. Excess moisture can lead to ice crystals forming on your seafood, which can degrade texture and flavor. So, take a moment to gently pat your seafood dry with a clean towel. Now let's talk about packaging. You're going to want to use airtight, freezer-safe containers or bags. High-quality, heavy-duty freezer bags are a great choice, but if you're freezing larger quantities, you might prefer to use plastic containers with tight-fitting lids. Either way, the key is to make sure your seafood is sealed off from the cold, dry air of the freezer. This will prevent freezer burn, which can ruin the taste and texture of your seafood. Once your seafood is packaged, it's time to get it in the freezer. But don't just toss it in anywhere. You want to place your seafood in the coldest part of your freezer, usually the back, and make sure it's not crowded by other items. This will help your seafood freeze quickly, which is vital for maintaining quality. Now, you might be wondering, how long can I keep my seafood in the freezer? Well, that depends on the type of seafood. Most seafood can be kept for up to 6 months in the freezer, but fatty fish like salmon or tuna should be used within 2 to 3 months for the best taste and texture. And finally, it's important to label your seafood before you freeze it. Write the date and the type of seafood on the bag or container. This will help you keep track of how long your seafood has been frozen and ensure you use it within its optimal freezing period. And there you have it, a simple guide to properly freezing your seafood. Remember, the quicker you can get your seafood from the market to the freezer, the better. And always ensure you're using airtight, freezer-safe containers or bags to prevent freezer burn. Remember, the key to freezing seafood is to do it quickly and in an airtight container to prevent freezer burn. And with these tips in mind, you'll be able to enjoy delicious, high-quality seafood all year round. Happy freezing! Thawing frozen seafood is just as important as freezing it properly. This isn't a mere statement, it's a culinary truth. Now that we've covered the freezing process, let's dive into the thawing process, which is equally crucial in maintaining the quality and safety of your seafood. Firstly, let's banish the thought of using a microwave or running hot water over your frozen seafood. These methods may seem quick and convenient, but they can lead to uneven thawing and compromise the texture of your seafood. More importantly, they could potentially make your seafood a breeding ground for bacteria. The best method for thawing frozen seafood is the slow and steady way in the refrigerator. This maintains the seafood's integrity and safety. Here's how you do it. Take your frozen seafood out of the freezer. Leave it in its packaging. Or if it's not already packed, transfer it to a leak-proof plastic bag. This will prevent any juices from leaking out and contaminating other foods in your refrigerator. Next, place the packaged seafood on a plate or a shallow pan and put it in the refrigerator. The plate will catch any condensation or leaks, keeping your refrigerator clean. The beauty of this method is that you don't have to worry about timing, as it's pretty much foolproof. However, you do need to plan ahead. The thawing process in the refrigerator can take several hours or even overnight, depending on the size of your seafood. A good rule of thumb is to allow 10 hours of thawing time for every 1 pound of seafood. Once thawed, cook your seafood immediately for the best taste and texture. Any delays could lead to quality degradation or bacterial growth. If you find yourself unable to cook the seafood right after thawing, it can safely stay refrigerated for up to 2 days. But remember, the fresher, the better. In conclusion, the key to a successful seafood dish lies not only in the cooking, but also in the proper freezing and thawing processes. Proper thawing ensures your seafood remains delicious and safe to eat. So, here's to great seafood dishes, all thanks to a little bit of planning and patience. Let's wrap up what we've learned about freezing seafood. Yes, you can freeze seafood to extend its shelf life. It's beneficial as it locks in the freshness and nutrients. The key to maintaining quality is through proper freezing and thawing methods. Always use airtight, freezer-safe containers to prevent freezer burn and to keep the seafood's flavor intact. That's all for today's dive into the world of freezing seafood. Remember to check out our playlist for more seafood tips and tricks. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.